I was upset for about 12 minutes on the Pistons. Well, they haven't won a game since. Their losing streak continues. And I meant what I said. If you didn't win last night against the Wizards, who are arguably the worst team in basketball with you, I don't know where the wins are. Now, you'll win a game somewhere. It's the NBA. Teams don't care. They sit people. Weird things happen. But I can't sit here telling you what game you're going to win before New Year's. And you go, well, Mike, how can you say it? Simple. Here's who you're playing. And I'll go, well, you're like, well, why is this a topic? Easy. Because Mr. Rico Beard over here, he's going to set the over-under. Lakers at New York, Cavs, Pacers, Sixers, at the Bucks, at the Hawks, Jazz, at the Nets at Celtics, Raptors. That's you the rest of this year. So I said to the guys pre-show, I want to set a Pistons over-under on wins between now and New Year's Day. You are on a 14-game losing streak. And this goes beyond the fact that your owner is a joke and he owes it to you, the fans, to talk to you. But here's the question. When you call up, you need to go over or under whatever win total Rico predicts, and you need to answer this question for a receipts segment that we will do the week of the new year. The question you will answer is, will Troy Weaver still be gainfully employed? Because as you sit here at 2-15, what are you setting the over-under at in those 13 basketball games? How many wins over-under?
Mike, I'm seeing 2. I'm trying.
You got to set the over-under at 2.5.
That's what I'm saying. Do I want to go 2.5 or do I want to go 3.5?
So if you go under 3 wins.
I'm going to go under 3.5 only because there's also going to just be a throwaway game where a team just won't care. They're thinking about little Billy's Christmas gift and, oh, yeah, I forgot we're playing a game.
So you're 2-15 right now.
3.5.
If you go 3-10, that puts you at 5-25. Just so you understand what we're talking about. You want to set the over-under 13 games between now and January 1st, 3.5 for the Pistons. And you're going under.
Yeah, I'm going under.
David, over under 3.5. And will Troy Weaver be employed January 1st?
I don't think he'll be employed either.
You think he's going to get fired?
He should be.
Is Tom Gores awake? That's the other question.
Probably not, but he could be reloading the T-shirt gun. I look at this 2 games. I'm looking the back-to-back with Philly and the back-to-back with Brooklyn. That even if Philly and Brooklyn are just going to say in that second game, we don't care. And you're going to see their second and third string guys in that game. So those are 2 possible games that you could win. Throw in another random game, and that's my 3.
Lakers stink.
I was thinking that New York.
Yeah, they're better than the Pistons.
Everyone's better than the Pistons, David. The point is it's the NBA. Over under 3.5, and is Weaver employed January 1st?
Well, as I look at this, I'm seeing 2 teams that aren't in the playoffs or the play-in right now on the schedule till we get to the new year. So I'm going to say under 3.5. And I'm going to say, yes, Weaver has a job because until I see that the owner is alive and awake and paying attention to the season, then I have to say he'll still have a job. Yes.
David, just think about what we're talking about.
I know.
Let's say they win 4 games. Let's say they go over. They go 4-9 in their next 13.
We're celebrating.
No. You're 6-24.
If
like,
you know, if you want to be
what
Mr.
we're talking about.
If you want to be Mr. Negative, I look at it more as you won 4 games.
At the start of the year, you would have 6 wins. That is not at all ever a positive.
6 wins at New Year's Day. Meanwhile, right, the same, more like this.
What do you mean, Will Smith?
The team who started the rebuild the same time the Red Wings did, basically. The Red Wings just signed Patrick Kane, Odyssey.com rewind if you want to go hear it. The Pistons were setting over-unders on whether they win. Do you understand if they don't win either of the next 2 games, they're going to go a calendar month without a win?
Wow.
Nothing in November. Nothing.
I didn't realize that until you just said it, but
what's the opposite of bricked up?
It's no-win November.
Wow. I mean, they should have did it for a charity. We won't win a game for a charity.
I want to hear from the people. Answer the question. Over under 3.5 wins their next 13 games. And is Troy Weaver employed on New Year's Day? Because in a serious note, at least Sheila Ford Hamp had the decency. When the Lions were sitting at 1-5, Sheila Ford Hamp had the decency to face the music and talk to the media. How Tom Gores does not show up in his oversized shoes, show up because he wears boots 4 sizes too big, show up and talk to people before one of your home games.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. You want to hear something that really is bad? And that would get floated in the prop bet casino?
What?
By the end of the year, will the Lions lose more games than the Pistons win?
God, that's a great question. I mean, the Lions have what, 5 games left? 6? 5?
Yeah,
5.
Yeah.
And the Lions have 3 losses. If they went 2-3, you'd be 11-6. 6 losses versus 6 wins for the Pistons by New Year's Day. They'd have to win 4 of the next 13. Do you believe this? Like, I don't care how much money you have in this world. I don't care if you're Jeff Bezos. Losing and being embarrassed is still a thing. If you have competitive drive, if you have any personal compass, if you're not just floating through the world as if it's one giant nightclub. Like, could you possibly step to the plate? How's Arn Tellem still here? How do we have his kid running pro player personnel? Dude.
It's a simple question. What are we doing? Just what are we doing? You know how when like the Irish come out and says play like a champion? They should have a little placard above the locker room. Just, what are we doing?
Why are we here?
Yeah. Just, what are we doing?
248-539-9797. I'm happy to get to your calls on Jonathan Smith. Happy to get to your calls on the Pistons. Over under, next 13 games, gave you the schedule. They got their doors blown off by the Wizards last night. I don't know where Gores is. I don't know how Troy Weaver's employed, and I don't know when this stops. Because when you look at this, can I tell you with a certainty they're beating the Lakers? I can't.
Man, you can't say for certain they're beating anybody.
True.
I mean, because teams will they will play their second string and still beat you by 10 points.
We played the Hawks, and they played their D string, and we lost.
I don't even think Trae Young made it.
All righty. He didn't.
He got hung up on the 9-4.
Is that a Kwame reset? Good for you.